Welcome to the TS Learning software. My students and I are thrilled to have you join us in this educational journey.
Hello, I am Alina. This section is about arithmetic, intermediate symbols and definitions. Part 1. In this section, we aim to introduce mathematical symbols and definitions at the intermediate level. Fraction symbols. A fraction is another way to show a division. In bar form. In slash form. The dividend is called the numerator. And the divisor is called the denominator. How to read fractions correctly. In general, we read both symbols. A divided by b. Or a over b. But if the denominator of a fraction is a natural number, the fraction can be read in the following way. A over 1. For example, 5 over 1. A half or halves. For example, 1 half. For example, 3 halves. A third or thirds. For example, 1/3. For example, for thirds. A fourth or fourths. For example, 1/4. For example, 7/4. Example. Read the following fractions. 1/6. 25/7. 5/32. 3/9. 1/10. -2/5. 2 over x plus 2. X minus 1 over x plus 1. 2x over 8. Negative x divided by 2. Absolute value symbol. This symbol represents the distance of x from 0 on the number line. Absolute of -4 is the distance of -4 from 0. The absolute of -4 is 4. The absolute of 5 is the distance of 5 from 0. The absolute of 5 is 5. The absolute of 0 is the distance of 0 from 0. The absolute of 0 is 0. Therefore, the absolute of value of any numbers is always non-negative. Proper fractions. A proper fraction is a fraction whose numerator and denominator are integer, and whose numerator is less than the denominator in absolute value. 3 is less than 4. 9 is less than 27. 1 is less than 2. 12 is less than 23. 2 is less than 5. Improper fractions. An improper fraction is a fraction whose numerator and denominator are integer, and whose numerator is greater than the denominator in absolute value. 9 is greater than 2. 12 is greater than 6. 8 is greater than 5. 15 is greater than 3. 22 is greater than 7. Reciprocal of a fraction. Reciprocal of a fraction is obtained by swapping its numerator and denominator. For example, reciprocal of 2 over 1 is 1/2. And reciprocal of minus 3/2 is 2 over minus 3. Mixed numbers. A mixed number is a number that combines a whole number and a positive proper fraction. 2 and 3/4. -3 and 1/2. Its whole part. Its proper part. Its whole part. Its proper part. Decimal numbers. A decimal number is another way to write fractions and mixed numbers. Every decimal number is made up of 3 parts. Whole part. Decimal point. Decimal places. They are the positions to the right of the decimal point that show parts of a whole and make numbers more exact. First decimal place. Tenths. Second decimal place. Hundredths. Third decimal place. Thousandths. Fourth decimal place. 10,000ths. Fifth decimal place. 100,000ths. Point-by-point reading method. 0.3. 4.18. 25.135. Whole and part reading method. 0 and 3/10. 4 and 1800ths. 25 and 135,000ths. Note: decimal numbers are divided into 2 types: terminating and non-terminating. Terminating decimals. They are decimals with a finite number of decimal places. 1 decimal place. 2 decimal places. 3 decimal places. 4 decimal places. 5 decimal places. 6 decimal places. All terminating decimals are rational numbers. Non-terminating decimals. They are decimals with an infinite number of decimal places. If there is a repetition of digits in the decimal, we use a line over the repeating digits to avoid writing them endlessly. This line called vinculum. These types of repeating decimals are rational numbers. These types of non-repeating decimals are irrational numbers. Don't forget the second part. Your effort is appreciated.
Thanks for watching.